They have to stand in front of a mirror for 10 agonizing hours, every single night. Even when exhaustion screams at them to shut their eyes, they dare not rest. Their faces must remain a mask of calm, without the slightest hint of panic. Because on the other side of the glass, a group of mysterious alien creatures gathers, perfectly mimicking their every move. If anyone dares to resist, these monsters will tear them to shreds. Some have tried to escape during the day, but no matter which direction they run, they always end up back where they started. And when night falls, the creatures hunt them down by scent and kill them without mercy. But Bell, he refuses to just survive. He's had enough of this life, haunted by fear. Yet, every time he thinks of acting, a wise old man stops him. A man who has lived here for 20 years and knows the brutal nature of these monsters all too well. Provoke them, and everyone will pay the price. Bell agrees on the surface, but secretly, he begins to plan. By day, while searching for food, he marks trees. By night, he strikes different poses in front of the mirror, studying the creatures, learning. After countless days and nights of observation, Bell finally knows the surrounding terrain by heart. So one day, clutching a bird, he makes a break for it. Surprisingly, the old man doesn't stop him this time, which fills Bell with a flicker of doubt. He follows his secret markers, running with all his might, praying he can escape before nightfall. He runs until a clearing appears up ahead. Freedom is so close, but reality deals him a crushing blow. Before him lies an endless expanse of mountains stretching to the horizon. In that moment, Bell understands, even if he ran his legs to dust, he could never escape this place in a single day. As despair washes over him, the old man suddenly appears right behind him. With no other choice, Bell follows him back. After this failure, he begins to accept his fate, but then a new idea sparks within him. He starts talking to the youngest, Tile, planting a seed of doubt. "Have we ever truly seen these monsters?" he asks. "Or is this all just a lie? A story cooked up by the old man to control us?" Curiosity gets the better of them. They find the cave where the monsters are said to hide. Facing the deep, dark abyss, Bell feels no fear, only a strange excitement. They decide to investigate. Mark will control the ropes from above, while Anna descends into the darkness. Down below, she finds no monsters. Instead, she finds tools, human tools, piled high. As she explores deeper, a strange sound echoes from the cave, and a hand slowly reaches out toward her. The moment it touches the sunlight, it erupts in thick, white smoke. Mark pulls her up just in time. But when they bring their findings back, the old man is furious. "What did you see?" he demands. Their actions have just brought a terrible new danger upon them all. Using a salvage camera, Mark sets up a makeshift monitor to finally see the creatures. Late into the night, the screen remains empty. And then, a heavy knock echoes through the cabin. On the screen, a human leg appears. A man's voice calls out, "Please, open the door." A woman with curly hair freezes. Her husband had ventured out for help a week ago and never returned. It has to be him, but the old man blocks her path, his voice grim. "That's not a man. Nothing human survives the night out there. It's a trick. To prove it's him." They agree to ask a question only he would know. She calls out their special promise, but the only reply is silence. The hope in her eyes dies, and the rage of the creature outside explodes. It no longer mimics them. It attacks, slamming against the mirror again and again, the entire cabin shaking with the force of its fury. Just as the glass is about to shatter, the attack stops. A warning. The old man, terrified, throws every single item back into the cave, hoping to appease the monsters. But the trust within the group is broken. His arguments with Mark grow more frequent, more violent, until one day, Anna returns to find the old man tied up. Mark has snapped. He locks Anna and the old man outside the cabin, leaving them to die. And the sun is beginning to set. Trapped, with the creatures closing in, The old man finally confesses the truth. He is a scientist. He came here willingly to study them. As the monsters begin to tear the door from its hinges, a frantic struggle inside the cabin reveals a secret. A square steel plate hidden in the floor. They pry it open, revealing a hidden passage just as the cabin is torn apart. Below, they find a fully stocked bunker. It's a research outpost. An old computer holds hundreds of video files, the daily logs of a professor. As they watch, a horrifying story unfolds. The professor came to study the creatures. He discovered they mimicked him, trying to learn. But simple observation wasn't enough. He lured innocent people from nearby towns, using them as bait, sacrificing them to the monsters, until he successfully captured one. Anna, driven by a desperate curiosity, watches the very last video. And there it is, a way out. The professor had an escape plan. A boat, hidden on a river at boundary point 134. All they have to do is follow the direction of a bird's flight. The next morning, they set off. They follow Anna's old markers, find the boundary point, and release her hawk, their guide to freedom. But their hope is short-lived. The clear sky turns dark, a storm rolls in, and this gloomy, sunless weather is perfect for the alien creatures. They race through the forest, the creatures hot on their trail. They reach the river and find the boat. But just as they're about to leave, they see Mark dragging the body of the curly-haired woman's husband. But it's not him. It's a trick, a trap. Before she can warn him, the creature reveals itself, and Mark becomes its final victim. The others scramble onto the boat and push off into the water. A horde of monsters appears on the shore, but they stop at the water's edge. They can't swim. All they can do is roar in fury as their prey drifts away. Days later, Mina, one of the survivors, finds herself back in the normal world. She goes to the office of the professor who started it all, a man named Martin. She finds a final audio log. He speaks to the creatures, calling them spirits who could take the form of the dead. His goal was to bring back his wife. Then, Mina discovers a shocking photo. The professor with the other survivor, the woman they knew as White's sister. But the records show the real White's sister, the professor's wife, died in 2001. Mina realizes the truth. The woman she escaped with is one of them. She confronts her, and the creature reveals its true nature. It only protected them to study them up close, like dolls in a dollhouse. It tells Mina it will now live her life in her skin. As it lunges, Mina screams one last question. Why can it walk in the sunlight when the others can't? The question gives the creature pause. It looks at Mina, a strange expression on its face, before it spreads its wings and flies away, vanishing into the city. A new crisis is just beginning to unfold.